Alright, 4 more movies to go after this one. No more reviews of The Mandalorian, to be honest, because I'm just done talking about that show until the season's over. Because while I do like things about the episodes, there really hasn't been that much to talk about. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and honestly, yeah, but there's nothing that I personally have that much to say about. Episode 6, I didn't even record a video on. There was nothing to say about that episode. I'm gonna talk about the season and review it as a whole, and we'll talk about what happened, and not what happened, but what I think of the show overall and how I feel about it. So far, at least, because it's only one season. Do the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, maybe Lego stuff, maybe we'll finish Resistance. I got a long stretch of Star Wars plans. But I gotta finish reviewing the Star Wars movies and some Christmas movies that I want to get done by December. And doesn't look like all those are gonna get done, but some of them will, at least. I know I'm gonna watch one right after this video, and I might review it. And I did buy that one at Dollar Tree, by the way. And if you want to see some other Christmas reviews, I do have some up. There's on my second channel, Mickey Mouse and Christmas Carols reviewed there. I also reviewed Pete's Christmas, the Christmas classic. I also did a video on Noel, the Disney Plus original Christmas movie, which I actually did that before Christmas. I hate myself sometimes. But, I got other videos planned too. But, so this is honestly not a video that I've been really wanting to make. Because I hated Attack of the Clones. Okay? I hate that movie. While the prequels are not great movies, they're not even good movies. There are parts of these movies that I like. There are characters, there are moments, there are scenes. Even in Attack of the Clones, there was one scene that I was like, yep, that is a cool, excellent idea. And characters like Count Dooku, I was a fan of, but mostly because what they did with them in the Clone Wars and how it expanded. And this is no different with this movie. All the problems with the last movie are still here. The terrible pacing, the nonsensical plot, this terrible acting, just everything, the bad dialogue, everything about it. Anakin being a weird, creepy, whiny baby, and Padme and him having a terrible, boring relationship that is awful. It is all there, and there is nothing that has changed, honestly. The pacing got a little bit better, but the problem is, even though it's better, it doesn't go to anything. The General Grievous character, there is no reason for him to be in this movie. He adds nothing to this movie. He is filler. You could have cut a whole hour out of this movie and be done. If you really cut out Grievous and the whole hunt for Grievous. The problem is they just need Obi-Wan to go somewhere away for a while. So Anakin and Palpatine get closer, and without him being there, and then he becomes more, and then, he falls to the dark side, because this isn't a spoiler because you already know this. I am going to mention spoilers in this video because I really could care less. It doesn't add anything to the other movies. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I knew about his relationship with Padme, because it really expands upon Darth Vader as a character. I mean, it technically does, but it doesn't add anything that makes me go, man, I like this character more. Man, no, it actually makes me hate him more, because Anakin Skywalker is garbage. His whole reason to leave and kill a bunch of younglings and children is because his girlfriend or wife now is dying. Which he doesn't exactly know that's going to happen. I mean, he has a pretty good assumption that's going to happen because he had similar dreams about his mother, and of course his mother died. But, he doesn't want her to die, so he's going to go murder a bunch of other people. See how nonsensical that is? Yeah, I don't want this one person to die, so I'm going to go murder a bunch of other people, because that makes sense, right? Like, what the hell, Anakin? And it's just garbage. Jar Jar Binks is not really in this movie at all, so that's a plus. He was in scenes of the last movie, and he was insufferable. But he wasn't in it that much. He was not even in this movie. I think he was in like one shot, I think, from what I can remember. Because I've been watching this movie just like Attack of the Clones over multiple days. It is bad. I can't sit down, watch these movies straight. The music is still great. The ending is a cool fight. You know, them on the lava, it's a cool idea, but like the bad dialogue, like Atkinson, they're burning, and he's like, I hate you. You're burning alive. Why is that a line? And the whole Darth Vader, no! It's like, all this is horrible. It's garbage. The whole script doesn't make sense. The movie ends the way you think it would end. And it sets up 3 better movies that will always be better than these movies. Phantom Menace, I love that movie. But you don't even have to watch that movie. I advise people when they're asking how to get into Star Wars, what movies should they watch first? I tell them never watch these movies. Unless they really want to watch everything. Phantom Menace is a garbage movie. There is nothing that adds to the original trilogy or the Star Wars universe. Except Darth Maul. Oh great, all that stuff, you can watch in the Clone Wars and it's way better. Ooh, Attack of the Clones. What does that add to the Star Wars universe? Nothing. Revenge of the Sith. Nothing. It doesn't. It gives characters backstories that really didn't need backstories. If you just made Star Wars A New Hope, no one would have complained. There didn't need to be a sequel. But there was one, and that's fine because that was a good movie. But this doesn't add anything. It doesn't do anything. That added to the other movie, so it's justified in its existence because it's a good movie that adds, develops the characters further, and is a good, well-written movie. I mean, yes, the scripts are not great for the original trilogy, or any Star Wars movie, to be honest. But I'm okay with that, because those movies were fun, and the actors played off each other well, and they did a convincing job, and it was a good, fun movie with amazing special effects. This is none of that. It had great pacing. This doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have anything that made those movies good, and it takes this whole thing and jumbles it into some confusing mess for movies that were pretty simple. This is not a simple movie. This is a very irritatingly long and complex, useless piece of garbage movie that no one should ever watch. A trilogy, for that matter.